These disrespectful IRL live streamers are taking over Asia.
I am being gang stalked. I'm being gang stalked by Asians all over the world. W stream, are you guys enjoying the stream today? Whoa! Can I touch the statue? So you think it's okay to be physically assaulting somebody?
Yeah, you're in my country, buddy.
You know Hiroshima, Nagasaki. You know why you do this?
To the Asian motherfuckers, ramen is like a sacred, holy food. You're fucking that shit up. It's like holy water to the fucking up the ramen. You can't do that.
I respected the culture before they started to show their evil side. Now I think the culture is full of mentally ill weirdos.
They're in Japan, Korea, even Thailand. Nowhere is safe from these selfie stick wielding, clout hungry goblins.
I am the disgusting goblin.
Live streamer. It's the brand new career path that kids everywhere are aspiring to reach the heights of. From their perspective, streamers are getting paid millions of dollars to travel the world and interact with their fans. Who wouldn't want to live that kind of life? Well, if you've been following live streamers, or the documentaries I've made about them in the past year, you know that there's also a very dark, depressing, and sometimes even sinister side to live streaming. And there's quite possibly no story more dark, more depressing, or more sinister than the story of Johnny Somali.
Come put me in jail, bitch. Oh yeah, tell these niggas bring the fence. Tell these niggas bring the fence. Shut up. Hey, bring the fence. Bring the fence. Bring the fence.
Johnny Somali is the most hated live streamer on the internet right now. People seriously despise this guy. Pretty much everyone is united over the idea that Johnny Somali deserves to be hated on.
Seems like Johnny is out there being a nuisance again.
This is someone that unequivocally deserves it.
Yeah, these guys are parasites, and they deserve everything that's coming for them.
It's justified that people just beat his ass because he is just this miasma of cringe and just in general piece of shit.
But does their hate fuel his popularity? Why would someone purposely get themselves into trouble like this over and over again? Is this all worth it just to be briefly popular on the internet? I had to get the answers to all of these questions. So I went straight to the source. Hello there. I've come all the way to South Korea to learn not just about the culture, but about the nuisance. The nuisance of American live streamers coming to this country for content. And no one is more hated in South Korea than Johnny Somali.
I'm just a little bit outspoken. Put some sauce on it a little bit. How you doing, brother? Good. Where you from?
California.
Nice to meet you, brother. You know Johnny Somali? You never heard Johnny Somali?
No.
Go on YouTube, you want to see.
Is that you?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes, sir. All right. I'm officially saying right now, they're saying there's allegations that I'm Jewish. Who would lie about being Jewish in this time right now? Yes, I'm half Ethiopian Jewish and half Somali. A black Jewish minority live streamer. They can't handle it. They can't handle it. Welcome to the Johnny Somali documentary. It's only happened on Johnny Somali's stream. It's only happening here.
At the time that I filmed this, Johnny Somali had been stuck in South Korea for 6 months. But he wasn't exactly on his own. He's been living with Hank Yoo, a man who's somehow more controversial than Johnny Somali.
I'm like, fuck you. Johnny's also like, fuck you, because our rights are more important than your feelings.
Yeah. I agree with this. My thing is this, my perspective on it is this. I am a 24-year-old man with no power, minimal resources. What do my words matter? Why do my actions matter?
Anonymous said $3. Johnny, in the event that you might get locked up, would we able to visit you? I think it would be cool to meet you, Earl. It even bring gifts.
Contact Hank, and Hank will facilitate that if you want to meet me or send me any kind of mail if I do get sent in prison. I appreciate you.
Hell yeah.
I love you, man. So this has been the duo. This is like really, truly my only friend and confidant in Korea. If it was not for this man, I don't know where the f I would be right now. It's insane. Hank is privy to all the shit that has happened to me in this country, and he even thinks it's ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I mean, the law itself is also ridiculous. Johnny did nothing illegal, right? But Korean Xers, they are so hard on like that, enforcing societal norms on people. Like, I don't like it, so you shouldn't do it.
Hank worships George Washington. That's why Hank has George Washington photos. He loves China as well. He has the Chinese flag and the Chinese army flag over there.
I believe that George Washington was the greatest man to have ever lived. He single-handedly invented individual liberty.
My honor compass is the U.S. Constitution. I've always been anti-Japan and pro-China. Long live China, f Korea, f Japan.
One thing about Hank is he talks about China every single day. China, we need political asylum. Get me out of here, please. Take me and Hank to Beijing, to Shenzhen. I'm bigger on the Chinese internet than I'm...
Shenzhen's pretty good, you know.
Don't say Beijing if we're trying to go there.
Well, but you don't want to live in Beijing, trust me.
Okay, then I want to live somewhere else. Hank claims when I was living on my own in Korea, I was very skinny and gaunt, you know, because maybe my diet was not good, but Hank is definitely... People now on the internet are saying I have like a gut and man boobs now because I guess Hank has been feeding... I've been on the Hank diet, you know, Hank has been feeding me so well.
Yeah. Hey,
What?
you want to kiss?
Kiss my cheek. You can kiss my cheek.
Really?
You can kiss my cheek. Thank you.
All right, kiss my hand.
Oh, bro, that's like some slavery shit.
Come on, bro.
I love Hank. This is my brother right here.
Hell yeah.
If I call him a gook, you can call me a nigger. Do it.
Here,
There you go. We're friends.
No, thug.
And we love each other. Thug.
Thug.
No, because then he's gonna try to thug hunt and take my booty hole.
Yeah. Hey,
What?
I'm only gonna put my hands on you in a very sexual manner.
This is crazy. Everybody keeps saying, they keep spreading that me and Hank are gay lovers. Can you dispel the rumor for them, Hank? Or don't say it.
We are not gay lovers because he's not a femboy. Among males, I only like femboys. I think femboys are prettier than women. I just love femboys because they have smooth skin. They have that shape that females cannot offer.
Hank.
I gave a full to a femboy until completion, and too.
And he tells me this story so many times, and I'm like, I don't need to hear this information. He's told me this at least 30 times, this story. Yeah, Hank shows me a lot of thug hunting, a lot of weird stuff, and I'm like basically like, I don't know, like MK Ultra.
Yo, and you know who's arguing incel this, incel that? First of all, incel is a federal psyop. Second, why are you an incel? Just thugs. Yo.
What?
I only men. They think me and Johnny are gay because they know I'm bi and I'm a thug hunter.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say it for the record, I'm not gay. I'm not gay with Hank. But if it would help me get off charges, I'll do it.
I'm weird.
There's nothing wrong with being weird.
Bro, I'm proud to be weird, man. Because you know what? Being normal is boring.
You were known on the internet before me. What's funny is Hank was known as Asian Nazi. The Southern Poverty Law Center made a whole article about you being an Asian Nazi.
Yeah. Wait, with the...
No, I don't want to do your
Cleo.
slave video. No.
Come on, man.
No, I said no. I'm not your slave.
I got a wild slave over here, wild slave.
What's wrong
Come
with
here,
the
slave.
audio? I don't know what's happening.
I'm the slave master, you know?
Fuck you, nigga. Bitch ass nigga. I'm not nobody's slave. And I'll never be a slave.
Call me Masa.
No!
Masa Hank.
Get the fuck away from me, bro. People are like, if Hank's an Asian Nazi, why is he best friends with a black guy?
People can't take jokes. People take shit way too seriously. It's obviously a goddamn joke. Hey, look, this is me and my
Give me
slave.
the hat. I want the hat. I want the hat.
I'm the master.
Oh, see, that's fucked up.
I'm the slave master. You are the slave.
That's fucked up.
Here.
Well, you want to take a photo of me? What are you doing?
I'm the slave master. You are the slave. No.
You want me to be angry?
No.
We'll look back on this picture and frame it one day when I'm free from Korea. I couldn't do it without you, Hank. You're my designated legal guardian, right?
Yes.
He's been to the immigration offices many times with me. So if I do go on the run or go jump the DMZ, jump the border, and disappear, this is actually my legal, he's my official legal guardian in Korea.
So I'm legally defending Johnny, kind of. So I guess I'm Jewish too.
I made a new YouTube and I put in Hank's name, you know what I mean? So technically it's Hank's channel, right? I'm gonna just name it Johnny Jewish. So how are they gonna ban me? It's Hank's channel.
I'm still a student. I'm not a rich man, right? But I have sacrificed my finances. You know, like I've actually, like Johnny ran out of money because they refused Johnny to work. So I've been actually providing for him.
He's been helping me a lot. He's been helping me with not only like legal fees and stuff like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's helped me pay for a lawyer and stuff like that. And he's a great friend. Like honestly, I respect him for that. And when I get out of here, a lot of it I do owe to Hank. He's a real man.
Yeah. So, and not to mention that I sacrificed my time and space here. You know?
Yeah. This is where I've been living, Alex, for fucking 4 months almost. This is where I've been staying, bro. Yeah, I sleep in there. Hank lets me sleep in the master bedroom. Cause Hank has like a weird sleeping schedule. Hank sleeps like, I don't know if he's manic too. I'm kind of manic. I've been diagnosed with bipolar 2 when I was in America. And I actually was taking medication for having bipolar. And I don't know if Hank has some mania too, but Hank sleeps like 4 hours a fucking night. Do you believe in any aspect, Hank, that you have any kind of mental problems? Because people think that I'm insane too.
I mean, I am diagnosed with like bipolar disorder, PTSD, but no, like psychiatry is bullshit. The FBI labeled me adjudicated mentally defective back in 2013.
24-year-old Hyun Hank Yoo was deemed a risk to public safety and was hospitalized for mental health issues.
I was talking about guns in college hall, so I lied on the form, ATF form 44-473. Then I checked that I was a United States citizen when I was a permanent resident.
A Tonner man has been sentenced to federal prison for firearms violations. Johnny Yoo, also known as Hank Yoo, last year found guilty on 7 counts of false statements made about weaponry and buying them. 1 count of unlawful possession of a firearm by prohibited person. A judge sentenced Yoo to more than 8 years in prison. He must also surrender to immigration officials for deportation when his prison term expires.
The government's charge against you was you were mentally ill. It's the government's perspective. I'm not saying you are. And that you bought a firearm without checking that box.
Yeah, well,
is that what the charge? Why'd you get 8? I don't understand why that was 8 years though. Hank is too real for America. Would you say that? You're too real? I think you're too real for America.
For current America, yes. For current world, yes.
If I become president, I'm gonna let you come back to America.
I risked my family not paying my tuition to help Johnny because I believe that helping Johnny was the right thing to do. Pretty much.
His mom hates me. Your mom hates me, right?
Yeah. My mom hates you. My grandparents hate you.
And you said, despite all that, he's my friend, and wrong is being done to him, and I'm gonna make sure that he gets out of Korea safely.
Yeah.
What has your family thought about you supporting me or helping me?
They thought it was insane and it was like despicable that I am actually standing up for what I believe in. My paternal family, they're a bunch of fake ass niggas. My maternal family are bitch ass niggas. Fuck them, you know? I only care about their fucking inheritance. Fuck them. I hope they fucking die.
So do you think I'm like a chaos, like I brought chaos into your life?
Kind of, but I don't really hate it because it also brought some enlightenment.
How many times do you think we've been to the police station together?
Huh?
How many times do you think we've been to the police station together?
Shit, man, like 30 times.
30 times. Sometimes people say that I'm radical, people say that I'm crazy. And I feel like me and Hank say it all the time. I always tell Hank, you're fucking crazy, you're psycho. But Hank's like, only takes a crazy psycho to take care and make sure the most hated person in my country is alive and well and safe and gets home. Like, this is my mission.
Yeah.
To protect free speech.
The first mistake that I made after arriving in South Korea is that I underestimated how much people on the internet actually hate Johnny Somali. After meeting with Johnny for only the first time, one of his most prominent haters immediately took to Twitter to call for me to be arrested and held indefinitely in South Korea just like Johnny. So I decided to go and meet him in person for an interview as well.
All right, introduce yourself to the camera.
My name is Alaric Nodia. I'm a professor of linguistics here in Suwon University in South Korea. I've lived here for 15 years. All my extended family are Korean. So I really don't like when a racist person comes to this country where I've spent all this time, live my life, have a good life, and have someone like that to come and make all foreigners look bad.
After spending a few days in Korea, I quickly learned that Johnny Somali wasn't actually the only American live streamer using Asian countries for content. There was actually a whole gang of them here, headed up by none other than Ice Poseidon, the king of degenerate IRL streaming.
Can you introduce yourself to the camera?
Hello, I'm Ice Poseidon. I'm doing a 100-day live stream, Japan, Korea. Live for 100 days, 24/7. I'm gonna do a 100-day live stream, 24/7, okay? It's not gonna be that hard. I think I can do it pretty easily. This is not easy money. I mean, it's a lot of money, but it's difficult. I just don't really think people understand my point of view on how hard it is. Although it's self-inflicting, obviously. But I'm doing it, you know, for a greater cause, which is, you know, money. I'm doing this 100 days for money, because I like money. And if I stream for 100 days, I make a lot of money. The viewers donate money to have a conversation with me. They'll like send money to have it read on stream, and then I can respond to what they just said.
You talk about your money constantly because you know that without it, making friends and finding dates would be significantly more difficult. Loser.
Yeah, you're right. But I do have it, so I'm gonna take advantage of it. Money's not all there is, but when you are given certain opportunities in life, you have to take them. So I have a lot of weight on my shoulders. And then the viewers obviously expect like, you know, good content. You want to make good content. You want to make content that's, you know, maybe a little bit, you know, shocking sometimes. If you're going to be live 24/7 for 100 days, you can't have humanity. People live here, dude. It's very peaceful. What is this? Red button, dude. Oh, hell no. Why is so loud? Oh! I could just do basic IRL around where I live and my life would be a lot easier. But, you know, part of the value that I bring to Kick is bringing in more streamers and helping them grow.
Ice was definitely my inspiration. When I first started streaming, I knew of him, of course, because I've seen a lot of IRL streaming stuff. It's just weird, like me and Ice are interconnected by so many fucking different people.
Johnny Somali is a scumbag and I don't want to hang out with him. I have boundaries and some people cross those boundaries and I don't associate with those people. They give my genre that I've popularized a bad name. I did popularize the genre. I take a lot of flack from that, obviously, because everybody who does bad, they try to put it back onto me.
Ice Poseidon seems to have a skill in attracting very bad people. If we look at Ice Poseidon's crew, you know, if they're not doing insane stuff, they don't get the same viewers as other people. They kind of try to outdo each other, and they just snowball into worse and worse behaviors.
Now they're calling me racist. How am I racist? Who wants to grow up and be ghetto? I mean, there's nothing wrong with being whitewashed. That just means that you're not, like, ghetto.
I wouldn't say not being ghetto is whitewashed. I mean, I'm from the ghetto, still live in the ghetto.
I know, but obviously nobody wants to be like ghetto forever.
I don't get where they think they're very intelligent. These are all very unintelligent, very unsophisticated, rough, crass, plebeian people. The Black Day fella, he just went and punched someone in the face for no apparent reason.
I'm gonna give myself a burger. Yo, don't touch me, bro. Well, fuck you, don't touch me, bitch. Don't fucking touch me, bitch. What's up with you? What's wrong with you? Get in that car, bitch. Get in that car, bitch. What's wrong with you, bitch? It's crazy out here, son. I'll break your neck.
They come in, and when they do some kind of crime like that, they leave quickly and there's no real repercussions for them. But if they can make legislation, then it's much easier to then attack people like Ice Poseidon, who are very sneaky in the way that they do things. Other individuals that are covering Johnny are also looking at Ice Poseidon, but they're, I think, taking their time to make sure that they have the proper evidence before they scare him off, because he's a very sneaky individual.
Well, I mean, I'm very controversial for many reasons, but, you know, I have a lot of people come into my streams and, you know, we have like edgy jokes and stuff and we'll do edgy things. Well, it's a bit late. It's 4 a.m. I'm about to call it.
Call it what?
About to fucking go to bed soon.
Sleep?
Yeah.
It's early, man.
4 o'clock in the morning.
It's early. Why don't we fucking make it till 6 a.m.? We need commentate.
All right, well, you guys are already drunk, so I think that's already past
I'm
the...
sober. Don't you get drunk.
This is my first bottle. It's my first bottle.
You just
Oh,
drank
really?
now?
Yeah.
All right.
We're sober as hell. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, why are you so nice to Isaac? You know what he said in the floor? He was like, I'm gonna press him. I'm gonna fuck him in the ass. And you're up in here like, you're just like...
Press me for what?
Yeah, what? You switched up real quick, baby. You switched up real quick. I mean, Ice, I literally said I wanted to grab your dick. Because I've done it before, you know. I think we're on
You
this.
said you wanted to press me too.
No, I never said that. Oh, are you watching my stream?
In Alo's chat room.
Bro,
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say it. I didn't say I won't press. I said I wanted to grab your dick, and I just want to feel that, you know, richness, you know, that richness of fucking money. And I just want to feel. Can I do it? Yeah.
If you want.
Okay. Yeah, baby.
Whoa.
Yeah, baby. We
That's
doing
right,
that
you
shit.
guys-
We
yo,
making an
Ice.
achievement, bro.
We boys, right? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're cool.
Yeah, we're cool.
We're cool,
Wait,
but...
what happened? What happened between you?
got
You
some
guys
water
fight or
in here?
something?
No, what?
Can I get some water?
No, bro. Get your own water. 7-Eleven across the street. 7-Eleven across the street,
Water
bro.
in there? No, I just want some water.
Yeah, like 7-Eleven across the street,
Can I
bro.
use the bathroom?
just
Can I
some
use the
tap
bathroom?
water.
No,
Because I
motherfucker.
used to-
All right, you fucking leeches, get out of here.
No, I'm not a leech.
Get out of here.
Ice, no.
4 a.m.
Did you know those guys?
Yeah, kind of. I think live streaming does topple like real world and stuff, obviously. It's more raw. But, you know, a lot of streamers don't go that raw with it. I'm super raw. This is like a universe, you know, characters and people and stories, and, you know, it's very different than anything else that you'll see out there. Better watch out, Paul Risen. He's coming. He's coming with the water. He's coming with the water. Watch out. Go pee in a bush. I think you missed him. I think you literally missed. You know, I stick to myself, I stick to the people around me that are streamers, and we just do our own thing. In the industry of live streaming, everybody is competition with each other.
This live streaming industry is cutthroat. Like, people will backstab you to get to the next most famous person with more views and more clout, and it's like fucking a Game of Thrones trying to get to the top.
And everybody would love to be in everyone else's position who's higher than theirs. That's just the reality of the situation.
Yo, all of these IRL streamers have been around Ice and the CX people for years. They're all sociopaths. Ice gonna come around a little bit. He knows his 100 days was trash, and now there's content and he feels threatened. Mondo been in the IRL streaming 10 years in the game. I got about a year and almost 2 years.
You want problems with Mondo? The f did I do? Oh, because I'm fucking American and I'm eating all the food supply in South Korea, you want to come after me? Listen here, you fucking ching chong ass motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm gonna come to your country and I'm gonna fucking drop kick you in the chin and I'm gonna fuck your wife while I eat hot pot. Just kidding, hot pot's gay. I'll see you later, bitch. I've been streaming for like 10 years, dude. You know, I started with YouTube, now I'm on Kick, but I'm definitely not in that fan favorite.
Mondo is a 500-pound obese homeless person, which is an insane thing to find.
Oh my God. Sir, you know I can find a bench? I need to take a seat.
I have no idea. I'm so sorry.
Oh man, I hate obesity. I almost feel like I'm upscale. Like, people here don't even know that I'm homeless in America. That's the crazy part, dude. They don't know that I'm literally homeless and I sleep on concrete in America. Over here, you know what I am? I am a very rich man. a very high quality man, a very Andrew Tate level man, but better than Tate. I'm here to get some Japanese ladies with money.
You had a lot of opportunity in Japan, you didn't even stream.
I did. Paul, I just felt, dude, I felt so fucking like bored.
Mondo has potential. And if he, you know, he plays his role as like the fat homeless guy, like that's a funny role. Like, you know what I mean? He's just funny. His like attitude towards things is funny. Like he has potential to be a good streamer.
I totally disavow what the fuck Johnny Somali's done. It's been a fucking disgrace. It's fucking pathetic. Not Johnny Somali's friend. It's not even like that. I 100% disavow. And I'm very sorry to the people of Japan and Korea that everything from the history, dude, I know it. I was always defending it, dude. Like if they would slip up and say something wrong about you, I would not let it happen. Like you can literally ask if the footage is even there and it's on Johnny's stream. Multiple times I defended you, dude.
If I gave Mondo, for example, the expectation that me and him are gonna be good friends, it's an impossible expectation. And that's not because I don't trust my actual friends. It's because that's just not my character. The moment I go home, you know, day 2, I'm gonna start thinking about the next thing. Not before I go on Stake though, of course, stake.com.
Talk to me about Stake a little bit.
What about it? It's the #1 casino in the world.
This game never does that. Well, Andy, it looks like it does for me.
600.
Yeah.
If you think if you didn't have the Stake deal, would you be? How much of your earnings is Stake versus the KCIP? Stake's like what, 80, 90%?
I mean, bro, I mean, Stake is like, Stake's like 95%.
The only reason we have anything is we have to promote gambling to a bunch of retarded people in a chat room. Bothers me all the time.
I mean, I don't really care. I tell people to take out a mortgage to their house to gamble. I don't give a
The basic relationship there was that when people before were streaming on Twitch, they would go on stake.com and gamble on the site. And then Twitch ended up kind of like cutting that. And they didn't allow streamers to actually gamble on Stake while on Twitch. So that was also part of another factor why Quick was created, so that people could gamble on the stream and promote it.
They're separate entities, but the same company who owns Stake also owns Kick, obviously. Well, not the same company, but the same like guy at the top.
Kick is not profitable. All the profit comes from stake.com, the gambling company. So I don't know if Kick is just a write-off. I feel like he's not into streaming for the money. I feel like Eddie might actually have a passion. He's talked about it. He has a passion for live streaming. He was a fan of this IRL streaming stuff for years, before he even owned Kick.
The gentleman who created Kick.com, his name's Eddie Craven. Eddie Craven started off watching us on YouTube years ago. So Eddie was watching me, Ice, myself, and everybody. And then he developed a site, Kick.com, and then also has stake.com/stake.us. So he's a heavy Ice Poseidon viewer.
How is it over there in Australia, Ed Meister?
It's awesome, man. When are you coming back to Australia? You loved Australia, no? You kind of like put us on the map from.
Bro, instead of signing people, if you want to just give me 50 mil, I'll create hundreds of new streamers through events.
When you invest in someone like yourself, Ice Poseidon, but then you're going above and beyond, and you're doing original content, like that's an extra layer, right?
Yo, did you ever find out like the real reason you got like banned from Twitch?
A couple years ago, I thought I was f***ed, you know, I was banned on Twitch and like all this other shit, and like I just had a really bad, you know, time, and all my viewers hated me and didn't really have any friends either. So and I was like, Twitch is the big dog, right, in the streaming space. Now you have f***ing Hassan being a pro-terrorist on Twitch, not banned. I hate him. I hate Hassan. I think he's the fakest dude I've ever seen. He's the fakest content creator. It's disgusting. Like he is so, like he pretends to be a socialist, but he's so far capitalist, it's crazy. He is just profiting off the back ends of his manipulated audience who are in desperate situations in their real life. Obviously his audience must be like super poor and desperate or something because they want socialism.
Socialism doesn't mean you die when you are no longer a productive worker, okay? Every single one of these companies have blood on their hands. Kick is a little bit more direct. No, there is no amount of money that would make me move to Kick. Stop asking me why. I already told you. You don't even care about the actual answer.
And there's just been a lot of like, you know, propaganda against Kick in Twitch's favor. But but it's very easy to break. So people have a bad idea about Kick because of this Twitch propaganda, but it's slowly getting better. People were talking shit on Kick because Johnny Somali streamed on Kick, and that's why Kick had so much bad press before they banned him.
I feel like I've been unfairly blamed for like ruining live streaming or affecting IRL streaming in Asia. This is Johnny Somali's fault. If it wasn't for Johnny Somali, we wouldn't have the scrutiny that we have, or we would be able to get away with a lot more shit. So I don't know, maybe the world should be thanking me a little bit. Like now you guys know all about the nuisance IRL streaming gang that's traveling the world and terrorizing the public. I feel like I was a martyr. I feel like I sacrificed myself. I sacrificed a lot of my live streaming career.
Everyone sees Johnny as somebody with nothing to lose because he's already done a lot of damage to the reputation of streaming.
I think part of the reason Ice is mad at me too is because there wasn't this much heat or attention on IRL streaming. It's a niche entertainment, you know what I mean? But now it's became mainstream.
Whatever, dude. I'll be the one to put Somali down if I have to. I mean, this dude is literally a criminal. I am not a criminal. He is literally a convicted criminal.
I'm not the most evil one. I don't know why I take all the blame for it when almost everybody in this live streaming stuff has demons. Everybody's done controversial shit.
I'm not trying to redirect the blame. I know it sounds like I'm being a victim saying there's worse people than me, but it's literally just the facts. If I did the things my other ex-friends and colleagues in the IRL streaming world had done, it would be 50 to 100 million views.
I mean, I think like Ice has done terrible things in the past as well. I mean, like maybe back in the day he was pretty much the same as Johnny, but these days he's trying to separate those things because he wants to be able to come back to these countries.
You said that I'm worse than Johnny. That's just not true.
No, I said like in the past that you had done similar stuff, right? Like
that's not true.
No, I mean, I'm not a nuisance streamer. I don't go around and harass people.
He said we turn off the camera if that's what he said.
Man, he's calling us racist. Who the f is this guy? Does he work here? Y'all suck. Hey, remember who took over France, baby, in World War II? America. Remember that shit.
Because of that clip, I'm a horrible, annoying person who's a piece of and deserves prison time.
I feel like to film yourself on a camera IRL 24/7 almost for some streamers, you have to be some kind of narcissist, and there's no IRL streamer that's known like me.
Fuck Ice Poseidon. He's a bitch ass. He's a fake ass, punk ass.
But he's scared to meet Hank because his chat in the TTS keeps telling him Hank is an unhinged, murderous person with weapons and guns and...
Johnny Somali most likely isn't stupid. He gonna bring his racist Korean Hank to most likely press you LOL content.
Well, where is Somali's free?
All right,
no,
well,
he's in Korea, free ass.
Well, I got my own Koreans. I got my own Koreans, dude. I mean, yeah, I got all these Koreans around me too. If Johnny Somali snipes, I mean, he'll literally just get punched in the face by a Korean, I'm sure.
Yo, what's up, Ice? What's up? What's up? What's up? We want peace. We just want to talk. We want none of that. We just want to talk. We don't want war. We don't want war.
We don't want none of that shit though, man.
We want peace.
We want none of that shit.
Let's make peace, brother.
We want none of that shit.
Yeah, we came ready. We don't want to have to use it. We just want to talk.
We want none of that shit.
Tell them on Ice. Let's just talk. Let's just have a conversation. That's it. Peace. I want peace.
There's nothing to talk about.
I want peace. I want peace. I don't want war, bro.
There's nothing to talk about.
I haven't. Listen. This is Hank.
There's nothing to talk about, bro.
Come on, man. Let's make that. Why you want to make a war?
I mean, you're the one who says crazy shit and then also says crazy shit around Korea.
But you say crazy stuff too.
But I don't say that crazy stuff. I don't say that crazy stuff.
But listen.
That's your fault.
You've done the same stuff as me. A lot of it.
No, I haven't.
Trespassing?
I mean, trespassing.
Okay, same thing.
I've done trespassing, but I don't go around and harass the general public.
In what? Okay, listen. You might have me there, okay? I'll give you that. But I honestly don't think I'm a bad person. I want to come back to kick.com. I want to stream on Kick again. I want to move past this. I literally do. I want to change. I love streaming.
If that was true,
I'm serious.
If that was true, then why do you say really shit.
Because I'm just trying to get content. I'm taking it too far. I take the content too far. The trolling too far.
Yeah,
I do.
but
I admit it. I admit it. I admit when I'm
that's
wrong.
the problem, though. How do you expect to get unbanned on a platform if you're taking shit too far?
But you have to learn from your mistakes. I'm a man to know when I'm wrong. I want to move on from this. I want to come back to Kick. I want to make content. I love streaming. That's why I came to apologize. I said sorry. I didn't deny everything I did. I said sorry. Come on, bro.
I just don't know what you're expecting from this.
I'm not expecting nothing. I don't want to fight. Hank said he wanted to f*** your
$3,000.
Bro, take the mask off. Why you got a mask on? Take the mask off.
You did say you were gonna thug hand Ice and take his booty.
I did say that, yes. And I did offer Ice $3,000 to him off to completion.
I don't think there should be this beef, this war between us, because I feel like, you know what I mean? I feel like the only reason is because I have a lot of heat and, like, I guess bad publicity. He doesn't want to be associated with that.
Why would I want to associate with somebody who is just a total scumbag to the entire world? I tell other people, don't hang out with Johnny Somali. That dude is just bad news. Nothing positive will come from it. He's banned on Kick. So there's not even any content you can make with him because you can't even show him. He's banned.
After I got banned, Kick had implemented a rule that if you show any banned streamer similar to Twitch, you cannot even show them on your camera or you're banned as well. I am jaded and angry that Kick banned me, and I hope to one day be unbanned, but I just feel like I'm too much of a brand risk at this point. I don't know, I just feel like people have spread this narrative about me that I'm so evil.
Do you think you're evil?
No, I don't think I'm evil. I don't think I'm evil.
You met me in person, you see, I'm not Hitler, bro.
I mean, you're definitely not like an evil person, right? I don't think that's
I appreciate that.
Right, but I think that a lot of what you do is just, there are people worse than criminals. Yeah.
There are people worse than criminals, sure. But Johnny Somali, without a doubt, does not see himself as a criminal. He has pleaded guilty to quite a few crimes already, which technically does make you a criminal, but I think from Johnny's perspective, those crimes don't really count. All that really matters to Johnny Somali is that he makes a big enough scene wherever he goes so that they put him on the news.
I've had a crazy f***ing life as a 24-year-old. There hasn't been like one country I came to stream and I didn't become like some pariah in the country.
Kick streamer Johnny Somali has been arrested in Israel.
Kick streamer Johnny Somali, who is the most awful individual.
조니 소말리입니다. 조니 소말리 の名前で
조니 소말리라는. The first time I got on the Korean TV, I was excited. I was like, yo, this is like the third country, fourth country in a row. Like I'm on the news. Like this is dope. But then it turns to be sour very quickly.
They're gonna put this shit on the Korean news now, and they're gonna say he's being racist to Korea. You know what the YouTubers are gonna do now? Come on, guys, you guys get me in trouble.
The problem is with my audience, and shout out to Pirate Gang, shout out my fans, they want me to keep topping myself. I'm like, yo, can I do that? Can I even, like, what else can I even do to get more crazy at this point? This entertainment that we're doing, I don't want the general public to see this stuff. It's really just for the IRL streaming world. This entertainment that we do.
But the general public sees you when you're out there doing it.
Yeah.
Another 7 years in prison. Shout out Kim Jong-un. The only thing I respect about Korea is that they're dystopian and they're serious about it. They don't lie about it. At least in Korea, they try to act like South Korea tries to act like they're freedom of speech and first world, but they are putting an American citizen in a legal battle and not letting me fly out of this country just for my freedom of speech on a live stream and accepting donations on a live stream. It's ridiculous. Another 7 years in prison, guys.
Guys, I don't want chaos, bro. I really don't. I got my self-defense tools with me, but Johnny, focus. Yeah, you guys are right. Focus. $100 shots at the statue. My haters have been saying, we don't understand even at this point, why does he not stop? Why does he not give up? Why does he not quit? I don't even know the answer for myself, to be honest.
It's a Johnny problem. It's very obvious that he has no intention to change. He enjoys what he does.
I love IRL streaming. I love streaming, and I hope I can find a way to do this that's less self-destructive. I feel like I succumb to the peer pressure of my chat a lot, and that's a big problem. I don't want to put the blame in my chat room, but me, I feel like I have like a dopamine rush when I see my chat going fast. Like literally last night I'm drunk and I'm like, yo, someone sends me $1,000, I'm gonna go piss on the statue. The whole chat is saying, piss on it, go. Like they egg me on to do crazy shit, but I can't blame them.
See, I got a lot of people in my chat that they want All they want is me crash out, crash out, crash out. They want me to go get drunk in the middle of the day and run around. But sometimes I gotta chill, guys. We gotta balance that. They're gonna film my ass beating in 4K, 8K. God damn. What the f, man? This is f***ed up, chat. This is f***ed up. But I do everything for my f***ing chat. I do everything for the f***ing pirate gang. Sometimes I feel like I'm living in a f***ing Truman Show. Almost. That's what the IRL streaming is. It's like a modern day Truman Show. But it's really real. I really have motherfuckers stalking me and trying to kill me and following my life like it's a Truman Show TV show. So it's not like I'm mentally crazy. This is real shit. Sometimes motherfuckers are following me. Hello? Hi. What is this drunk ass? What's up? Why you acting crazy? Yo, back away from me.
My crime is that I went the most viral. I got the most views. I became the most infamous. But to charge me with all these like minor crimes and like lock me in this country for months for doing that, I feel like is still not right. I feel like it's both. I don't think I'm right, and I don't think the government right here is right.
I'm a nuisance. I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect. I just feel like I'm antagonized and demonized, like and canceled to the point where I'm like, okay, I'm insensitive to cultures. I went to Japan. I made fun of the Hiroshima and Nagasaki. Made fun of the statue in Korea. But should people try to kill me over that?
The Koreans that I've seen have been very upset.
Why are they taking it so serious? Why do you think?
Because it's kind of disrespectful and stuff.
You saw what I did in Korea, right?
Yeah.
The statue?
Yeah.
I look at myself, I'm just a comedian, I'm an entertainer, I'm here to entertain my audience. Like, you know Borat?
Yeah.
I look at myself like that.
I feel like it's my story, it's my life, and I want to live it. And I don't like to be controlled. I have a problem with authority. And now I feel like these people on the internet that want to cancel me, I feel like they want to control me. They want me to sit down, shut up, be a boring content creator, be a boring live streamer, but I don't know, I want to be me.
I feel like I want to be myself, you know? Is it my problem for being unapologetically me, you know?
He's a narcissist. He enjoys antagonizing people. He's a crybaby who goes and harasses the weakest people in society. It's a storm in a teacup, basically.
When I started streaming, I'm just worried about entertaining my audience and making profit, and everything else is secondary. Like the people around me, whatever, like I don't care. Like I'm focused on trying to make entertainment.
How you doing, brother? Yes, high five, give me one too. Shout out the Koreans. I like the Korean people. I don't hate the Korean people. Japan needs to take over and teach these some manners. That's crazy, guys. This place is depressing, I'm not gonna lie. If I had to live here, I'll probably myself too if I was Korean. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I probably shouldn't be saying that.
This place is very bland, bleak. Like that's what I look at it like. It feels like I'm walking in like the movie Inception. But the problem with me is like any of these NPC people can just turn violent. And like it's f***ed up. Like it's crazy. Anybody in this crowd of people can just be like, Somali, and just.
The majority of people that are watching are people that dislike him. That is what pushes people to want justice done.
I'm the most hated man in this country. They want to execute me. I've literally had multiple attempts on my life. When that Korean ex-Navy SEAL guy punched me, once that happened, all bets were off.
W stream, are you guys enjoying the stream today? Whoa! Whoa! What's up? Come back. Come back, come back. What'd you say? What'd you say? Hey, back the fuck. What's up? Why are you punching me? I'm a what? Why are you saying that? Can I touch the statue? So you think it's okay to be physically assaulting somebody?
Yeah, you're in my country, buddy.
Listen, but you can't physically assault me. You come to America, you think I'm gonna assault you?
So
what the f is that?
Different country, buddy.
So you cannot touch me. You wanna go to jail right now? You wanna go to jail? You wanna go to jail? You want me to call the police right now?
Hey, you want to
back the f up. You're in front of the police station right here, bro. You're in front of the police station right now. What the f are you doing? Why don't you talk and have a conversation? Have a conversation and talk. Take the mask off. You're not a man. You hiding with a f***ing mask. Hit better next time. If he did damage to me, I'll press charges. Then didn't do damage on me. I'm fine. My chat knows I'm good. This content, W content, top footage. This is top footage. This shit has happened to me 50 times.
I feel like it makes me more jaded. Like if you're angry about what I said on my live stream, whatever I joked and said about your culture, do you really think punching me in the face is gonna make me say, oh my God, I'm so sorry? No, it's gonna make me like, yo, f this country more, f these people, I don't care, I'm gonna go crazier.
Did I get punched today? Yes, it's not a day of me streaming without me getting punched. It's like, I've been punched. At this point, I think I got CTE like an NFL player. I'm diagnosed as bipolar, and motherfuckers are hitting me in the head even more. I'm becoming more crazy.
I do not think that he has any kind of mental issue that is causing it. It's just that he has a bad personality and that he is a bad person, and therefore he makes bad actions in order to get people to view his kind of moronic streams.
I'm just thinking content over everything. What's the best content? What's the craziest content I can put out?
All I try to do is I'm a live streamer. I want to entertain my audience. You know, at the end of the day, I don't think I'm worse than Hitler. Am I that evil? You know what I mean? The internet is different today than it was back then. Be honest. If I was making the same content in 10 years ago, nobody would give a f.
But it's not 10 years ago, is it?
So it's the times? That's the problem?
It's not just the times. It's that you can't like seem to adapt to, I guess, a different culture, right? So what you're doing is just, it would have been insensitive then. You just would have been called out less on it. And now there's just seems to be a culture where you can't get away with shit like that anymore.
Okay, cancel culture, what you would say?
No, it's not cancel culture. It's an own up to your shit culture.
A lot of Koreans are quite sick of him, and they've been saying, you know, just arrest him. He has showed planning, he has shown foresight in the way that he has committed the various crimes that he's done.
I never wake up in the morning and I'm like, yo, let me go outside and harm people and cause, you know what I mean? All I'm thinking is like, yo, how can I make an entertaining IRL stream?
If I knew that they were gonna take the statue incident this serious in Korea, I would have never did it. But I guess maybe that's not sincere, because I'm only saying that because I've had these not just legal sanctions, but public sanctions, taking it like private people coming and trying to kill me, trying to get out of this case, man. That's the only reason I'm being charged, is because I touched that statue. If I never touched that statue, I promise you, none of these charges would have happened, guys, at all.
A lot of it is my fault, and for trying to keep pushing the envelope and doubling down and tripling down, it is 110% my fault.
It all comes from my actions, you know, so I have to be accountable about those things. And I think if I just go forward, I just tell myself I need to be a little bit more careful, because now definitely the world is watching every little thing I do.
He can't help himself. And I don't mean that he can't help himself for mental issues. I mean, like, he has shown very clearly that he has actually planned his actions. He researched about the comfort women issue, regardless of whether people agree with that or not.
It's a sensitive topic. It's a statue about Japanese slavery. There's people that debate about it. The Japanese said, hey, it didn't happen. The Koreans say, yes, it did. If you look in history, some of the US Army documents and history reports say it didn't happen, but that's beyond the point.
Never in human history, spanning thousands of years, has there been such a slavery system as that of the Japanese army. The frightening, inhumane crime Japan committed in the 20th century, however, is often denied by the Japanese reactionaries.
There are these like metal statues of kidnapped Korean teenage girls who were made to serve as slaves for the Japanese military during World War II. But the history is not even clear that whether they were slaves or willing.
There's still debate on it. If you go to Japan, they say that didn't happen. Some people say it's not a political stance, what I did to the statue. But technically, because I feel like this live streaming is my expression. It's how I express myself. Yes. It's an art form to me. Go to the statue and I'll donate $100, word. I'll go to the statue today, but it doesn't mean we're gonna desecrate it. Let's go. Violent Koreans, they are more violent than the Japanese, I'll tell you that.
It's right here. This is what started it all. This is what started the Johnny Somali locked in Korea saga, right here. No, this is it. I do not want to touch it. There's a South Korean flag there. I don't even want to get near it. This is like radioactive to me. I literally don't even want to get next to that thing. They're in different poses. They're all around Korea, kind of like, not like Pokemon, but they're like all diddled and daddled all over the country. This is like the 5th or 6th one that's in Seoul. So this thing is about my height, man, it's crazy. So the entire saga of the statue is my first night in Korea. We're walking around Itaewon and I come across the statue. I come up to it and I just kiss it on the cheek. I stand with the Korean people. I love Korea. Let's go.
Let's get out of here. They're gonna clip that.
You don't know the significance of that statue.
I understand why the Koreans are mad about it. I do not understand why anybody outside of Korea or anybody without Korean like descent would be angry about it. Like, I don't know. Like, to me, it's still a piece of metal. Like, I hate to say that. And I at that point, I was like, they're gonna get mad about this because I was in Japan for so long. So I know how, the reason I learned about this is because I was in Japan for like almost a year. If you write Johnny Somali in Japanese and search it on YouTube and Google and Twitter, like in the rank of famous black people in Japan, I'm not even glazing myself, it goes Michael Jackson, Bob Sapp, Johnny Somali.
速報です。ジョニー・ソマリの弱点が発見されました。それがこちら。本名で呼ぶとブチギレる。
If you haven't been keeping up with the sad, pathetic tale of Johnny Somali, he was just arrested in Japan.
Oh, yeah, please?
I went to solitary confinement in Japan for 110, 111 days. I felt like I was going crazy when I was in Japan, and that was like only, what, like 110 days? Like, that was driving me to the brink of insanity. And maybe I have some effects from that. They say solitary confinement affects people seriously. So I don't know, maybe I have some trauma from those things, I don't know. Maybe I want to get back in the world. Maybe I want to get back in the Japanese government. I think it's just because it's Johnny Somali, the one that got away from Japan and got away from this country and this country. I feel like Korea can do the same thing. I kind of did know a little bit that it was gonna be a hot topic. So maybe that's my problem. I went to another statue and I had a Diddy party. I put baby oil on myself and I twerked on it. There's not a doubt that I'm being targeted by the police because of this. Obviously it's not right and I don't think it's fair, but this is what's basically caused all the f***ing trouble here in Korea for me. But yeah, this is basically what caused all my troubles here, and this statue is the reason why I cannot leave Korea to this day. It has nothing to do with my other little minor crimes. What am I charged with, the 3 charges I have in this district? Because we don't know the 4 charges I have in the Western.
Child harassment thing.
Child harassment from the TTS, someone sent.
Child harassment from TTS. Okay. Obstruction of business and deepfake.
Okay, so tell him, the child harassment, he thinks that's bullshit, right?
그 아동복지법 위반은 전혀 그거는 안 되는 거죠.
근데 지금 그래 아직 만나도 이제 검사도 아직 안 만났는데 뭐 내가 자신 있게 이야기해 줄 수 없지.
He hasn't met the prosecutor yet.
What are they trying to charge me with right now in Korea? They're trying to charge me with right now carrying a rotten, stinky fish in a bag and walking up to a Korean and saying, "Do you want to eat fish?" That's one charge.
I still got this baby oil ass fish. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it.
Fish? Good? You don't want some? Want some? You don't want some? No? Oh, we gotta go. Okay, do you understand how bad it goes for you as a foreigner in a foreign country assaulting one of the citizens for carrying a bag of stinky fish when all they do is eat kimchi all day? It's freedom of speech.
Yep. Through this case, I realized that most people do not understand free speech nor value it.
What you did was free speech.
I appreciate it, Hank.
No matter how anyone else dislikes it, it's still free speech.
The freedom must be forced down people's throats.
Do you think it's more of not just a freedom of speech thing, but a freedom of expression?
No, and I would argue that free speech is an educated process whereby you can break down things and break down arguments. That is free speech. What free speech is not is being verbally abusive. People say, oh, it's not illegal. It is illegal. It's very clearly illegal.
I feel like what I did still is not illegal. Obviously, it hurt people. I feel like when I tell a joke or I say some shit on my stream, it's just for me and my audience. Like, it's not supposed to, like, I feel like in some way I'm trying to be like a comedian in a way, like, you know what I mean? When I'm trying to entertain my fans or my supporters, it's not supposed to be taken serious.
This is a joke. Don't take it seriously.
Look, I don't think they take anything serious that we do on stream.
So for things against us, he's gonna go talk to the prosecutor to get the child sexual violation dropped.
From the TTS, okay.
From the TTS.
Okay.
Text to speech.
If somebody sends something in Korean that I don't understand, it's not my fault. This is where Lotte World's at. There's an amusement park over here that I did a stream here like a few months ago in September. And my chat was sending me North Korean songs and donations. So the police interrogated me. We're gonna head to Lotte World. It's like a
f***ing Disney World or Disneyland of Korea, so we're gonna head there. But they have like Samsung, Lotte, and all this f***ing different companies. So I guess this is their version of Disney. But we made it! Lotte World! Feels so good to be out of prison and I can enjoy stuff again.
Going to children's theme parks, playing obscene sounds, that he wanted to have relations with children in Korean.
I don't know I went the right car. I don't know what's happening.
퀄레스트 가들리 센스5 소말리 chen 나는 아이들과 섹스하고 싶다 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 나는 아이들과 섹스.
I was live streaming there and my audience sent a TTS message to me about North Korea, some shit about children. And I don't speak Korean, I don't read Korean. So the police were trying to interrogate me for these TTS donation messages that are in a different language that I can't understand.
And then when parents confronted him about it, he used the race card. I'm sorry, race card doesn't work here. We only accept legal tender, card denied.
It's racism, because I'm black. You want me to go? I go, whatever. It's racism. This is f***ing racism. This is f***ing racism. This is f***ing racist. Why are they chasing me? There's security on my ass, chat. We gotta go. Where's exit? Take me out. I want to leave this racist park. But I pay money. I pay money. But security said I can make a video, YouTube video okay. Now YouTube is not okay? Because I'm black. What? Okay, I go. Whoa, what? Whoa! What are you doing?
그렇게 해볼 생각이야. 그러니까 그렇게 일단 알고 있고 보고를.
장아련 검사요?
응, 장아련.
So what is he saying?
장아련 검사를 정확하게 장아련 검사 좀.
What is he saying?
This is prosecutor Hank handling your case.
It's a woman?
Yes.
For the deepfake?
Yes.
That's bad, right?
So like he's gonna go talk to this individual.
Okay.
Later on, yeah.
Did they send this to the prosecutor again? So am I getting charged?
아직 기소는 안 된 거죠?
아직 안 됐어, 아직은.
No,
기소
you are
전이야.
not.
지금 기소 전이야.
You are not indicted.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
So the deepfake case is what's keeping you on here.
Yeah. So the only reason I'm stuck in Korea is because of this GIF of two people kissing.
Yes.
Johnny Somali is facing up to 31 years in jail. Now it's up to, obviously, but can you imagine? Oh, it's so good.
Johnny can get Ramsey can get the maximum penalty for under the deepfake statute of 10.5. That's open and on the table because there are multiple deepfakes and not just one.
If any country is fighting against deepfakes, it's definitely South Korea.
So it's like unfair, malicious prosecution, you know?
Because the two people that are claiming I made a deepfake about them, which I never created any deepfake, somebody posted a deepfake in my Discord and I showed it to my stream with my phone like that. And it's not even, it's two people just kissing and he's seen it.
Yeah.
And he said it's ridiculous. This is the girl that showed the image to her live stream. It's another live streamer. So basically someone posted it in her Discord and posted it in my Discord and we both showed it on our streams.
Look, me and my Korean girlfriend. Look, you see? Y'all jealous, y'all getting like this. Look at me, y'all really wish y'all had it like this. This why y'all wanna get me? This why? You Korean incel. This is the reason, cause I got Korean who is giving me that fucking mushu. That's what you is really mad about.
And the posted it herself too. She literally posted it, and she's posting it and laughing at it on her own stream. So that's why it's like we're trying to see why she did the same crime. She distributed a fake image as well.
Let me show you guys. 아니 이게 뭐야? What the f is this?
And can you see how this is laughing after showing it on her live stream? Like literally, she shows it on her live stream to her audience on stream. The same thing I'm accused of doing, the same gift that was put in her Discord and put in my Discord. And she's laughing after showing it.
What the? 아 이게 뭐야?
They also posted deepfake first.
They posted it on their channel, the deepfake of you kissing the fat guy, and then me kissing, yes, and then Bong Bong, the one of me kissing Bong Bong, she showed it to her own stream on Kick and YouTube.
Yes. They showed the.
Can you ask him again? The deepfakes that he's seen, the 2 kissing videos, he thinks they're stupid, right? There's not right?
그 변호사님이 본 딥페이크 영상들은 변호사님 그 의견에도 좀 병신 같죠?
근데 그 우리가 볼 때는
그냥 웃기죠, 그거. 웃기죠, 그냥.
뭐 이거잖아. 이거잖아. 여기 요 나한테 준 게 이거잖아.
네.
영상으로 이게 야 이게 나한테 이거 말고 이거는 너무나 미약하던데 어떻게 이게 좀 너무.
He's saying that it's very, very, very weak.
It's very weak. See how the narrative in real life and online is so different? It's ridiculous. I think the reaction has been, I still think it's overblown. I think like this 5'4" dude with a selfie stick is able to rile up millions of people, which is kind of, it feels like a power in a way.
I got some different locations for us to see, guys. We're gonna go to the protest area, like in the downtown. I wanna interview people at the protest, see what's going on in Korea, see if they recognize me. Because the people that are at that protest are really tapped in with the news. So they probably have seen me on the TV.
CCP out! CCP out! Johnny Somali left Korea! CCP out!
It's weird. I changed. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Everybody, hold on a second. Korea, I'm sorry.
Johnny Somali in Korea live! BBC News! Big Black News!
Johnny started to do crazy things because he thought, well, that's a business model I'm going to follow, which is harassing people, which is not a good business model.
I'm going to show you guys how far I can push the boundaries, and I'm going to show you that the Korean government is not going to do anything to me because I'm an American citizen, A. And B, the Korean legal system is not as strong as people think and perceive it to be.
Let's go, Korea! Korea #1! Yeah! Korea #1! Korea! Korea #1! Call the police! What is the reason?
You are arrested.
For what?
Come on.
For, no. No.
No?
I have I'm Vigo, American.
I know.
I'm from America.
You arrested.
I don't care. Do it.
You arrested.
Do it then. Do it then. Call the police then. For what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, tell me.
Anonymous sent
okay,
$5.
no problem. I'm coming.
The reason I did that was to show like, look at how crazy I can go and they will not put me in the cell. So don't get your hopes up. Like I did that as almost a f you to the motherfuckers that cover me and my haters. You know what I mean? Like that, like come get me. Like I was screaming to people, I was drunk off my ass, but I was screaming to people, call the police, do it. Put me in a cell, like do it. I'm waiting. Either put me in a cell or deport me. Like let's get it over with.
I'm quite sure he will be arrested. He keeps streaming his crimes, so they're just gonna keep adding more and more charges onto what he already has.
Let's say I'm able to leave Korea with a fine or just a deportation, which is a win in my perspective. Big W. Do you think these people, do you think they're gonna move on? I think they won't.
I've written to the prosecution and I've logged lots of the crimes that he's done, passed that on to people that are also reporting the crimes to the prosecution and filing police reports, that kind of thing.
In the Korean system, once the police decide to actually formally charge you and they send it to the prosecutors, that's pretty much it. That's where you get the 90+% conviction rate. You're pretty much done. If they've decided to go that far, that means they have the evidence to prove the crime.
So if there's no evidence, it usually doesn't go to that point. They just drop the case, or if it's like two people having a fight or something, they settle or something like that. But in this case, it's gone to the prosecution, so not going to be fun for Johnny Boy.
The people that are against Johnny, it's quite interesting because they're from all opposite ends of the spectrum, but they all are united by the fact that they dislike Johnny.
That guy in the bow tie, he isn't just a professor from the Korean university and expert level Johnny Somali hater. He's actually involved in a group called the Somali Conviction Team, headed up by YouTubers Atozi and Legal Mindset.
The Somali Conviction Team is on the ground in numbers.
It's about to find out that being in an Asian prison is not.
It doesn't help when you have multiple charges stacked against you.
No.
I came into contact first with Andrew from Legal Mindset, and I was trying to help him, and then Atozi as well, and doing translations for the court.
The dapper gentleman who was in the recap I did after the stream, he did a court summary where essentially he wrote down everything that happened during the courtroom.
Of course, you guys maybe know Dr. Ulrich. I've had him on for an interview. He is one of the SCT members there. He's, of course, a professor. He's about an inch or two shorter than me, so that makes him a midget, legally. If you're an inch or two shorter than me, you are a midget, legally.
So I think Legal Mindset has done quite a lot of damage and brought about a lot of the things that Johnny's actually been doing to make sure that he comes to justice.
Fuck my haters, Lolly Mindset, Pedo Mindset, Atozi, we winning, we not going nowhere, we run this country. You guys think I'm going to jail? I have freedom, and we're showing you freedom here. Look how happy I am, man. Look at this. You can't take the smile off my face. My enemies. And everybody on YouTube. I'm coming back to YouTube soon. Yes.
It's outrageous.
And I'm loving every minute of it.
Between the two of them, they've published over 600 videos, updating their audiences in the latest and greatest in Johnny Somali news.
Don't harass strangers in public for your live stream. That could save you a whole bunch of headaches, clearly, as we know very well here on this channel. If you want me to go to the next trial, please drop a like on this video, and also shout out 15 Minutes of Shame, Legal Mindset, and Dr. Ulrich Node for making this video possible.
It has gotten much worse for Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali, and we have some post-trial updates that I wanted to give you some fresh information, up-to-date information on the case, the latest, the greatest, all of the information here.
Johnny Somali's downfall has sprung an entire creator economy on YouTube, generating over $450,000 in ad revenue between Legal Mindset and Atozi alone. And that number doesn't even include the almost $250,000 in super chat donations Legal Mindset has received by doing his daily Johnny Somali breaking news update streams.
All the support, thank you. Support here and on Ko-Fi, thank you. John S. gifted 20 Legal Mindset memberships. Warranty Void gifting 50 Legal Mindset memberships. Guys, we have 235 super chats. I am going to stay here till I get them all done. We're going to go top to bottom and get them all done.
And hey, I'm not one to bash the legal update live stream. Heck, I've done that myself. But Legal Mindset in particular has become a major news source for many mainstream journalists looking to cover the Johnny Somali story. I even tried to contact him for an interview before I met with Johnny in Korea. I assumed he would want to participate, especially after he told me he saw my documentary on Mr. Based. But unfortunately, he said he was too busy, which was weird to me considering he has the time to go live for multiple hours a week to talk to his audience about Johnny Somali. What could it hurt to talk to me for 20 minutes? But before I could even start to look into who Legal Mindset is, I got this phone call.
Okay, are you ready to start?
Yeah. Just remember what I said. No name, no voice, nothing that can trace back.
Yeah, no, I got you. I'm gonna start recording now. Okay.
Yeah.
Take your time whenever you want to start, though.
Okay. So this guy, Andrew, people know him now as Legal Mindset, but when I met him, he was just this kind of cocky lawyer in Orlando.
How'd you guys meet originally?
Tinder. I was a junior in high school, 16 when we matched, but I turned 17 not long after.
And he was 30 years old?
Yeah. Which freaked me out a little, but he made it feel like it was okay. Like I was just mature for my age. I was taking AP classes, trying to graduate early. He called me ambitious. He said I had an old soul.
Did he know you were still in school when you guys started talking?
Oh, totally. I'd literally be texting him from the back of chemistry. Once I told him I had to study, and he was like, "You owe me a favor for flaking." It started with photos, and then videos, and if I didn't send them right away, he'd get cold. Like I was a disappointment. He knew exactly how to make me feel like I messed up. When I got older, around 21, 22, I started noticing how different things looked in hindsight. The way he used to talk about me, how young I was, how clean. It started to feel sick. He started pulling away when I turned 18, like I was aging out of what he liked. I tried reaching out to him at one point to make sure he deleted everything, but he blocked me on everything. I started searching online, sites, forums, stuff I wish I'd never seen, but I found a few clips, screenshots. I knew it was mine.
Did you report it to the police for revenge?
Yeah. I was living in Gainesville by then. I went to the cops with everything I had. Links, screenshots, a whole damn folder. They acted like they were taking it seriously, but nothing ever happened.
Now, initially I took this call with a grain of salt, especially considering my phone number's gone around quite a few times.
Hello?
Team doxed your number, dog. You
Oh,
gotta
okay.
tell 'em.
Oops, never mind. I thought it said it. Never mind. You doxed my number. Accidentally.
You sent me the number in the DMs and I accidentally showed it. I'm so sorry, bro. I f***ed
It's
up.
okay.
I f***ed
That's
up big
okay,
time.
man.
But nonetheless, I filed some FOIA requests and waited for the police reports to hit my inbox. So at first, all of these police reports looked pretty normal to me, but then I noticed something kind of suspicious. It came from a family in Orlando who had just returned home from vacation. Upon checking the locked outdoor shed behind their house, found something kind of strange. A backpack, some legal paperwork, and a cell phone. The cell phone reportedly belonged to Andrew Dodesky, also known as Legal Mindset. Even stranger than that, 4 days before the cell phone and backpack are found, Legal Mindset himself files a police report about his car being broken into, with no mention of the cell phone or backpack with paperwork going missing. Now, I'm not trying to jump to conclusions or put on a tinfoil hat here, but what if the cell phone that was found in the shed had the photos that Legal Mindset allegedly took of this underage girl on it? I just don't understand how his cell phone, backpack, and legal paperwork ended up in some random person's shed. And that he didn't report it when 4 days before he had filed a police report about stuff that had gone missing from his car. He's clearly very thorough when it comes to filing his own police reports. Why didn't he mention the phone or the backpack? The more I looked into Legal Mindset, the weirder it seemed to get.
Are people not going on dates and having sex in Korea? People are f***ing, let me tell you. Let me give you a, let me file my declaration here that people are going on dates and f***ing. They're definitely having sex. And if you guys want to find that out, come over and visit Seoul. We'll have a good time.
I mean, this guy has multiple tweets in support of lolicon, the art of drawn anime children. And when he's not doing that, he's spending his time collaborating with far-right anti-woke YouTubers like Myron Gaines from the Fresh and Fit podcast.
Shout out to Andrew Esquire, man, aka Legal Mindset in the house, guys. We got a great show planned for y'all. We're gonna break down the Chauvin appeal, man. This is gonna be a good one, guys. Let's get into it.
Part of it was they wanted to make George Floyd look more clean than
Yes.
he was. They wanted to make him Saint Floyd.
Yeah, they didn't want his character to be attacked.
George Floyd was no saint. George Floyd was no saint.
He even has a whole second channel on YouTube dedicated to teaching men in America how to become passport bros and pick up young women in Asia.
Welcome to Go East. And as always, this is a channel where we help men escape the collapsing West for the East. Now, we're going to be talking about a certain movement that has blown up on the internet, that's gotten out there. That's right, it's the passport bros. There is possibility to get pretty cheap rent in Korea. What is Korea good for? Korea has really hot women. That's just very clear. Vietnamese women are extremely hot, but they're also kind of crazy. Obviously, Thailand, very open in terms of culture in Thailand. It's illegal to have sex for money in public. See, that's the deal. In public. In private, it doesn't matter. So, and the definition of private is the curtain, right? To pull the curtain, it's fine. So just be understanding if you're a guy who wants to do that, that's available to you down there. Thai women very much like Western men, very open to it. So yeah, best talent. Also, Korea, one of the capitals of plastic surgery. There are large-breasted women. I have seen personally women with G-cup boobs, H-cup boobs. Very possible. Now, mind you, a lot of them are wearing padded bras and other things like that. So you do have to, buyer beware.
Again, I'm just perplexed at how this guy has become the premier source on all things legal.
Korea!
You froze up
if I
on my
threaten Kim
screen,
Jong-un,
and I figured you got nuked.
Yeah,
I figured
it's
it was
possible.
over.
It's possible. It's possible. I mean, for shit talking Kim Jong-un, because he watches. He's like, I see your legal mindset. I'm coming for you. So it's if they come for me. Yeah.
Regular mindset.
Regular mindset. I'm coming for you. Even though it's like a Japanese accent. Like, by the way, every time I try to pronounce anything in Korean, a girl will look at me and she'll be like, it's a Japanese accent, you ignorant American f***. And I'm like, whatever, man. It's all the same.
As for Atozy, I think he's turned a blind eye to a lot of this because he's seen the biggest spike in subscribers and views on his channel in over 6 years.
If this video gets 100,000 likes, I will fly out and go to a future case again. Obviously, if you're new here, welcome to my channel and feel free to subscribe. And if you want to see some extra behind the scenes vlogs of this trip, feel free to become a member of this channel. And of course, then that would help fund future travels for my videos.
From their perspective, everyone is making Johnny Somali videos, so why not cash in?
I don't count specifically how much people are making, but I do know they're definitely making more just based on the views that they get on YouTube. Legal Mindset's been covering it for that reason, basically to document what he does. And he makes more money for other people, and probably more money than he's made in his whole career, I guess. Yeah.
And Legal Mindset is not doing this content out of any sort of genuine reason. He just wants money, obviously. He's keeping Johnny Somali relevant so he can continue to make content out of him. I know who that dude is, and he's got a glass house.
The thing about the whole Johnny Somali hate content machine is that it gives Johnny the power and attention to continue doing his nuisance content that everyone hates.
We've had this discussion, how much do we cover it? And because it does seem to embolden him somehow. So there are two sides to the coin, I suppose. So it's quite pointless and idiotic, but this is where we are at the moment.
I feel like it's a symbiotic relationship because even if I'm not getting the money now, if I just I feel like this, if I just continue, opportunities are slowly gonna come to you. You know what I mean?
Listen, Lotte Mindset, if you're watching, thank you for keeping my name alive. Thank you for keeping me relevant. It's a symbiotic relationship. You help me, I help you. I appreciate you, brother. Some of your people are in my chat right now.
If every single YouTuber, especially the larger ones, suddenly stopped talking about Johnny Somali, Johnny would have no choice but to stop as well. The attention is what drives Johnny Somali to carry on.
What's up, brother? How you know me?
You're Johnny Somali.
Yeah, where are you from?
French.
You're from France?
Yeah, Paris.
You know me from YouTube or something?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Gabriel.
Gabriel? You know me, Johnny. What's up, brother? Let's take a photo. Nice to meet you, bro. One question before you leave. What do you think about me and what do you think about my content?
I've always been one of the most popular people from elementary to class clown-esque. I've always been one of the most popular people from my childhood. Everybody wanted to be friends with me because I'm hilarious, and I was always someone outgoing, very outgoing. I've been extroverted from the day I came out of my mother's and I feel like when you have that kind of extroverted personality, you need that as a live streamer.
I think my live stream triggers a manic state. I can go from a manic where I feel like I'm on top of the world and I can do whatever I want and I have a God complex and I'm running around the country like you guys cannot do anything to me. So I do have depressive states. I do have depressive moments when there's times I don't stream for months. There's times I don't stream for 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. And that's when I'm in my depressive moods.
Or you're in jail.
Live streaming is bringing more problems to my life than benefits. With socially, with my relationships with other people in life. Listen, my family to this day, they don't like me doing this live streaming shit. They think it's terrible. They think it's self-destructive, and to a point, I think it is self-destructive. But I don't know. It's became like a part of my life. The last 2 years, it's became like I hate to say it, but like my purpose.
I appreciate you guys, all the haters, all my supporters. I love everybody equally. At least you're here watching. That's all that matters. I feel like I'm in a state of mania constantly. The psychiatrist in Arizona was telling my mom that they want to laser shock my head to see what the is wrong with me. My parents are more pissed than anybody else on the internet. I'm telling you that right now. They're like, my dad's like, why the are you going to Japan and with these people? Why are you going to Korea and with these people? Why are you doing this? Like,
What do you tell them when they ask you that?
I don't even have an answer. I don't. I just kind of like, I'm trying to, you know, I'm a live streamer. I'm like, the shit just happens. I think sometimes when you turn the camera on and you're doing live streaming, you kind of sell your soul a little bit to your audience. You know what I mean? If you're at least trying to entertain them, you know? If you're a live streamer and if the chat's able to move you to do something for a certain amount of subs or donations, you know, you kind of sold your soul a little bit, right?
Yes, Somali to the moon. Thank you for the $15. I got $45 for getting punched in the head. Can I send another 55? Let's get it to $100 for me getting punched in the head, guys. I'm getting CTE.
Somebody send a donation now, or I'm shutting it off, guys. I'll turn the stream off now. I'm gonna block the camera until we get a TTS, guys.
For IRL streaming, you have to rely on donations solely. So that's why someone like me is a little bit more crazier with my streams, because I'm fully funded by my audience.
When you're a live streamer, you're always trying to, like, I'm always trying to make my chat go fast. I'm always trying to get the donations flowing.
If you don't have a chat, you don't have an audience. A lot of IRL streamers like me, or just streamers in general, chat is God.
No, the chat is not God. Yeah, that's, I would never say that. Chat only wants the worst from you. You know, they don't care about you. They want content. They don't care.
I feel like some of these other streamers are already millionaires, so they're like, you can give some of these streamers $500, and they're like, I don't know. Thanks for the dinner.
I mean, I just ignore it, or I'll just be like, yep, thanks for the money. You know, when I see a certain donation or chatter telling me to do something that I know is bad, I'm just thinking, why would I do that? Other people obviously just do it because they're desperate for the validation and they want the money and they want to be a big streamer. They're not seeing the bigger picture of the consequences behind what could happen. People who watch Johnny Somali want to see the worst from him. And he's pretty stupid because I don't know if he realizes that.
Let's go, guys. Thank you for supporting me, man. No one cares about this nonsense. Get drunk and chimp out. Crash out at night with no, thank you for the donation, guys. Thank you, Suspendus. Thank you, Most Toxic. You guys want me to get a Jaeger bomb? I'll go get a Jaeger bomb, I don't care.
Guys, soju's coming, guys. We're gonna drink right now. I'm gonna keep it chill though, just so we're loose today. Thank you so much, brother.
You just have to see the bigger picture, you know what I mean? You have to understand the intention behind the person sending you the money. Okay, if somebody sends me $100 and says, I want you to go out and get drunk tonight, knowing that I just had a crash out 3 days ago when I was drunk. Obviously that person wants me to crash out again, so I'm not gonna do it because I don't wanna crash out again.
But I feel like there is a percentage of the audience that is like, yo, if he's not crashing out, if he's not doing crazy shit, if he's not getting arrested or, you know what I mean, running around the streets, like, I don't wanna watch this. There's so many other streamers I could watch that do normal content. So I think the people that watch me, they watch me for me. You never know what's gonna happen next. If you turn on one of my streams, like, especially like when I'm outside doing something, like, you never know what's gonna happen or what I'm gonna do next.
Like, we got a day Johnny Somali chaos content. That's how we do it. Yes! Oh, a bunch of police is coming out. Are they coming to arrest me or what? Yes! Are they coming to arrest me or what? These national security people? No, you're fine. I like to go to the chaos. I like to show my audience that every influencer can go to any country and just go eat food and go sit down and look at the tourist attraction. I like to show what the is like crazy in the country. I want to watch, it's content that I want to see. That's what I try to create. We're here. Yo, you guys are gonna give me another interrogation. Asking about North Korea walking in this place. What's up, you guys? Hello. The good thing is in Korea, there's no bail. So, how are you doing? You know me? What's my name?
Johnny Somali.
What's up, brother? How are you? What's your name?
Todd.
Nice to meet you,
I
Todd.
don't know. You should just try to, I think you have a lot of energy and you should try to take your energy and try to spin it as positive and maybe help the community. It seems like you really like attention, so instead of getting negative attention, maybe you could get positive attention.
I'm gonna try.
Live streaming is very parasocial. So you get these fans that they've seen you grow over the years or how long you've been streaming, and that bond just becomes stronger. And they believe that they're really friends with you.
I mean, a lot of people are parasocial. They don't have any friends. They want somebody to hang out with all day. You know, they'll be like friends with the streamer and, you know, communities that for IRL streamers are obviously very active because those kind of viewers are very parasocial. My audience is filled with definitely some incels who definitely hate women. They like to be involved in a community of like-minded people so they can feel welcomed somewhere. Yes, I have thick girls. I have fat girls. I have obese monsters. I've every type of woman, white, black, Mexican, Indian, I've done it all. And let me tell you, skinny girls that are firm have the best body type and the best skills. And the tightest.
So it's like almost like a really Black Mirror-esque version of reality TV, and we're filming ourselves 24/7 doing everything. There's live streamers that film themselves asleep. I remember you at Falcon. W, thank you for the $30 today, by the way. I love you. I appreciate you so much, guys. More than you know. It does feel like a cycle. I don't know. I feel like Johnny Somali is more not just of like me or the character I created. It's like this whole cycle of entertainment. It's like it really does feel like a demon takes over me.
I'm very disconnected emotionally from my live streaming content. I mean, I've been live 24/7 for 84 days. So I kind of am going through a little bit of a personality change. And it's not a good one. But you know, anybody would go through this after being live for so long. It's all every day. It's all day, all day. All day. She keeps putting me down. She keeps dragging me down. I'm already going
57-day trip home. Leave Japan. It's overdone.
I'm gonna tell her. I'm gonna her up. I can't believe this. I don't care, dude. I don't care, bro. I got glass in my hand. I don't care, bro. I can't take this anymore. I don't know why she can't just support me in my worst time ever. Worst time. Be the out. Get out of here, man. Can't take it. I do get emotional. I've been emotional on this trip, but it's more, you know, it's like anger and stuff. Anger, resentment, shit like that. You know, negative emotions, those are easy to have. But, you know, like deeper stuff like empathy and shit, it's, you know, you can easily put that aside. Well, if I'm making content with the people around me, sometimes I have to have no empathy and no sympathy or anything because it just makes for better content.
This IRL streaming like industry is very, I don't know, if you have empathy, you're not gonna succeed. So obviously I feel like if I try to think empathetically, it's just hard. Like I have a problem with empathy. Even my own family has called me very selfish my entire life. My father, I remember my father when I was like 6 years old, 7 years old, 6, 7 years old. My own father was like Ramsey, you are a very callous individual. And that's like what, like I'm 24 now, so that's almost like what, 17 years ago? That's something that stuck with me. I remember that my whole life. My 6, 7 years old, my dad's like, you were very callous. Like, I don't know why. So it's been like this since I was very young.
I don't have a very super strong family, you know, life. I'm very independent. My parents are very independent. You know, they're both, you know, like, they just work a lot. We're just independent. I didn't have a very like super loving upbringing. You know, I love my parents and they love me, but they were always working and, you know, now I'm always working. So that's just not the character that I've, you know, had.
I think I would take the approach of my parents, like, you're f***ing up and I can't help you. Like, when foreign governments are, this is the third or fourth foreign government that has my child in a lockup and he's on the national news of the country and has a mob of pitchforks and torches after him. I'm like, what can I do? There's only so much you can do for a kid. I really don't know what I would say, to be honest. But guys, are you guys happy to see me back IRL, back in Seoul, back doing everything? Johnny needs to walk around with headgear. At this point, I do. I feel like I have some kind of CTE. Not only am I bipolar, but now I feel like I have some kind of CTE. How many times I've been punched in the head? Maybe it affected the part of my brain that has like the self-preservation or the fear part, you know? Because I'm really not scared of anything. There's a fear of the unknown. I've been in foreign prison before. And if I have to do it again, I will. I think if I get sent to prison again, I'm gonna go psycho. If. And I think at that point, there's no more Ramsey at that point. I feel like I'll go crazy.
I mean, he's probably gonna go to jail in Korea for sure. Because, you know, in Asian countries, respect is like a big thing. And he is constantly going against what they want him to do, showing no remorse. So they're gonna throw the book at him, I think.
Johnny did a lot of terrible things to get like a really high popularity, like really fast, but in the long term, I think it's not good for him. Obviously, he might go to jail in Korea or something, so, you know, it might be a bad situation for him, but we'll see what ends up happening for him.
You think it's gonna happen, Hank?
No.
No?
Definitely not.
You gonna come visit me if it happens?
Yeah.
No conjugal visit, by the way. Oh, it's not like my life has not been destroyed by this. Nothing I've done warrants prison time, you know? It's ridiculous. It's a fine at most. Come on, like, let's be honest. That's what I've heard from multiple legal professionals.
Johnny thinks he can get away with everything because he feels he's special. He's not special here. Well, he likes to be the center of attention, and I think he gets his dopamine rush from that. So I'm not sure that it will go very well for him. And I don't think it's going to go well for him when other prisoners find out what he's been doing.
If I'm still in this place locked up, listen, tell Trump to free me. I'm an American citizen. I want to come home, man. We're not making any threats. But if Johnny Somali's not free, Donald Trump, I'm asking you to put a tariff on Samsung. I'm asking you to put a tariff on all these Korean companies, Hyundai, that are sending cars to America. Put up the tariffs so they don't free Johnny Somali. Put up the tariffs, do it. I need to change my name to Johnny America or Johnny Jewish or Johnny Ashkenazi to be saved, I think. But look, Donald Trump, Marco Rubio, if you can see this, Barron Trump, I know you're tapped in with the internet. Please free me, I'm stuck, I'm an American citizen. I know the State Department, they talked to the Romanians. They got Andrew Tate and they got Tristan Tate out of lockup and travel ban in Romania. Please save, not Johnny Somali, Johnny Ramsey Ismail, the American. Please, thank you so much. Please. Let me out of here, I wanna come home, man. Even if I did shut it off and say I quit this Johnny Somali character, I'm just gonna go back to being Ramsey. I'm gonna use my finance degree and go start a business or get a normal job and live a peaceful life back at home in America. I feel like I've had so many experiences that have been life-changing, and the resiliency it's given me, like really what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I've been through a lot of shit. And I feel like if I quit, what was the point of it? I just don't think I'm the worst person in the world. I'm just somebody who doesn't want to have I like freedom of speech. I want to be myself. I do have regrets, and I do wish I did things different, and I don't want to do the same things again. They're gonna be like, he's just bullshitting. Like, it's f***ing up the story for us. And my reputation is f***ing shit now, so, which I hope I can repair, but I feel like it might be too little too late.
I think a lot of people aren't gonna be copycats of Johnny Somali or people who go too far because they see how it ends up. You know, if he walks away and apologizes, whatever, I mean, I still wouldn't respect it because he's still done a lot of damage that needs to be fixed. So.
How can he fix it?
No, he doesn't fix it. It takes a real content creator to be able to do things that don't cause problems and have longevity.
This shit has warped my mind to the point where I'm like, I kind of lost self, like like a self-protection of myself, you know what I mean? That instinct you're supposed to have to preserve yourself. I guess people like to see drama and hate content at this point, but people are addicted to my story, like literally. Like they're like, when's the next update? When's the next Johnny video? When's the next? Obviously people can say all publicity is not good, but you know, we know the cliche when people say that, but when you're a live streamer, controversies, if it doesn't lead to bans and you losing platforms, it kind of works out for you. But it's good content if you're, I guess people are trying to call me a lol cow now. I don't know. Am I?
I think Johnny Somali's biggest enemy isn't legal mindset or Ice Poseidon or even the Korean YouTubers that track him down and kick his ass on a weekly basis. Johnny Somali's biggest enemy is himself. He's gotten so carried away being Johnny Somali, the world's most disrespectful and controversial live streamer, that he's completely ruined the life of Ramsey Ismail, the college graduate from an immigrant family. Throughout the process of me putting this documentary together, Johnny's talked a lot to me about whether or not I think he'll be able to return to his normal life after this is all over. To be clear, I don't think Johnny Somali will ever be able to return to his normal life, especially if he doesn't end up serving time in Korean prison first. But there's actually no coming back to your normal life after you're talked about on the internet at this level. Johnny Somali's face and real name are plastered all over articles, YouTube videos, and news reports cataloging every wrong thing he's ever done. When you're that far gone into the hole, it's no surprise that he can't stop doubling down. Now that doesn't all excuse what he did, but I hope it does shine some light onto why he keeps doing it. In the end, it's Johnny Somali who destroyed himself. His words and actions have become his own worst enemy.
In your ass with a resurrection. It's a group harder than an erection that shows no affection. They want to ban us on Capitol Hill, cause it's die motherfuckers, still. 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 All along it was ghetto, nothing but the ghetto. Taking short steps, 1 foot at a time, keeping my head low and never let go. Cause if I let go, I'll be spineless, I'm going insane. I think my mind just goes out of control. And judge on your subject motherfuckers read about. I touch on the shit that they be living out. I seen this motherfucker's 9 smoking. I seen the same nigga with a 9 die with his eyes open. And simply what this means is he didn't know that every dog had his day until he seen his. I bet you motherfuckers will too, cause it's die motherfuckers still, fool. Die motherfuckers still, fool. Die motherfuckers still. Die motherfuckers still, fool. Die motherfuckers still. Die motherfuckers still. Die motherfuckers still.